morning. It's the 22nd of June. Not much more than a week to go in this challenge I've set myself for doing a video every day. For June is Audiobook month. I've come around to the other side of the lake this morning. It's just after 7 o'clock, a little earlier than normal because we're packing up and heading back home today. You know, you can have too much of this wonderful scenery. I need to get back to my office and do some proper work. Down the end of the valley there, that's where Ashland sits, where the Oregon Shakespeare Festival resides and put on their summer Shakespeare Festival. And I wanted to just give another shout out to the company and actors of the Oregon Shakespeare Festival who are doing a wonderful job. There is a connection to audiobooks in just a moment. Yesterday afternoon I saw a wonderful performance of To Kill a Mockingbird, and you may remember that they're having issues here because the Boma Theatre, one of their big theatres, is shut at very short notice because structural issues were discovered. And we saw The Imaginary Invalid by Molière on Sunday afternoon in another place, and we did the same thing yesterday with To Kill a Mockingbird. This is the play about racial intolerance in rural Alabama in 1935. The actors have been able to get their costumes out of the Boma Theatre, so they were sitting in a semicircle and standing when they were saying their lines. And performing the actions, but there was no set, no lights, or bare bones lights, and so on. And yet, the performance was wonderful, and you felt an immediate connection with all the actors. I won't say it's better than the original, better than the sets. It's just very different. And as I sat there, listening to Atticus Finch with his summing up in the courtroom, and the other scenes, I could see the scenery behind them in my mind. There was a little more work involved than just sitting and being entertained. But it was very easy to slip into that place where it was real. The action was taking place on stage. And what I realized is that in a way that's the experience an audiobook listener has. They just have our words, our voices in their head, saying the words of the author, and the listener uses their own imagination and creates the world in their head. And that's the experience I had watching these actors, and it's the nearest I've got to the stage actor overlap with the audiobook narrator overlap, and I must say it was an extraordinary experience. So kudos to the Shakespeare Festival for keeping up the work despite all the problems. If you've got tickets, don't hesitate, come down here. It's a beautiful place. I know people come from all over the country to visit this little gem of American theatre here in Ashland in southern Oregon. I'm going to go back from this little gem to my own little gem of a studio. Oh, by the way, my script for Trackers came through, so I will be able to begin that, The Day on Mayor thriller, tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to it. I'll miss this, though. See you tomorrow. Bye.